Oh, hello. We're live. All right. So the last call, I was thinking it was going to be a heat call, but the customer told me it was a heat call, but it turned out actually to just be a um, a call regarding their high voltage um, line, their uh, high voltage line. So I went upstairs and took off the panel. Again, don't do this at home. Excuse me. And when I took it off, I saw the burned up wire, two high voltage lines coming together, and it was a wire nut, a big blue wire nut, and the thing was just melted. The plastic wire nut was melted. So what happens is, when you install an AC unit, first of all, if you're using wire nuts, you want to make sure, especially on the larger high voltage lines, you want to make sure that the wire nuts are on there very securely. Um, but even if they're on there pretty securely, over time, every time the unit turns on and voltage goes through there, it kind of jolts those connections. And so that's why one of the things we do on maintenance checks is to make sure that connections are tightened anytime a wire, high voltage wire, is going into like what's called a block, high voltage block, where you screw it in. You want to make sure those connections are tightened. That's one of the things we do on maintenance checks, just making sure those things are tightened. So, anyways, all that to say, the when it got cold here, they they turned on the heat, and the heat is running at about 40 amps. So normally when your blower fan runs, it runs at maybe 2 amps or 2 to 4 amps, something like that. Well, when you have your heat on, if you have a 10 kW heater, that's running at say about 40 amps, and a 5 kW is going to run around 20 amps. So if that thing is loose, and then now you're running 40 amps through there. Anyway, those things they heat it up, and that burns through that plastic, and so they weren't getting a good connection. So when I first went in there, because he was saying it was a heater issue, and when I went in there, I said, well, let's turn on the AC. Let's see if anything runs. And sure enough, he turned on the AC, and that didn't come on either. So I said, well, it sounds like maybe you have a voltage issue. I checked the breakers to make sure the breakers were turned on. They were turned on. So then when I went upstairs, like I said, I opened up the panel, and that's where I saw the melted through wire nut. And of course, all that stuff is very dangerous. So don't mess with it. So that was what happened on this call. So I just charged the service call for it. And we'll see you in the next one. All right. Subscribe, like, comment. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm glad to answer them. Peace.